from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 8 minutes before 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. I wanted to tell you about an observation that we made not too long ago. And we were looking at some old movies of the children when they were little. And Robin's little girl was playing with a horse, a little toy horse. And, and now she works with animals.
Yes, she does.
Even older than your daughter was the movie of me. I'm playing with a little guitar, and I have microphones, and I was pretending to do a talk show. And I was like, oh, my gosh. Now I kind of do all those things, right? It is interesting how maybe we are mimicking what we want to be when we're little without realizing it. Maybe pretend, take the word apart, right? You pretend, you pre-do. Maybe that's what it is, man. That's what playing is all about. So we have somebody on the phone with a really cool idea. There's a website called thegeniusofplay.org. Adrienne Appel is on the phone. She's the Senior Director of Strategic Communications of the Toy Association. And you know what? That's where you really can visualize whatever it is you want to pretend is with a toy. Good morning, Adrienne. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks so much for having me.
What are you playing with right now?
I have a lot of stuff on the table. I have some slime, which is really, really hot right now.
Oh, my gosh.
That's the most favorite.
What are you going to be? If you're a child who likes to play with slime, you're going to be like I don't know what you're going to be, a drain fixer or something. I don't know what you're going to be.
Yeah, scientist. You can be a fashion designer.
That's
when
it.
You're kind of blinging out your slime. So, yeah, there's a lot of things you can be.
So tell me what May is National Play Month or something? What is May?
Sure. So the Genius of Play is an initiative that's all about raising awareness of play's vital role in child development and encouraging families and kids to play more. So that's why we've created Play All May, to get that message out there to parents everywhere about how immensely important it is that children find time in their busy days every day to remain active and play. So, whether it's indoors or outdoors, we're giving kids a prescription for play.
Right.
There's just so many benefits to play that are crucial for their development.
Oh, yeah. And I not to bring something that is kind of a touchy subject nowadays, but I think you shouldn't put any limits on what a child plays with. If a girl wants to play with a little truck, let her play with a truck, right?
Yeah, absolutely. My kids, I have a boy and a girl, and they're often playing, dinosaurs or playing with the doll dream house. So, and they play together, and, they play very differently, but, whatever they gravitate towards, you should encourage kids to explore their interests and what they like to do. And, we like to say toys are the tools of play, and they help to facilitate. And like you said, you never know.
You don't know, right?
What interest can lead to in the future.
Yeah, and I guess if you'll just let them naturally gravitate toward whatever they're interested in. I have a brother who's a veterinarian also, and I remember as a kid he used to always get these like visible, like they had these visible human bodies where you could see the organs and everything. And that was his interest. He was apparently interested in looking inside of well, in that case it was humans, but now he looks inside animals.
Yeah, so play is the earliest indicator of what kids like, what their interests are. There's also 6 main benefits of play, and different ways kids play are going to hone in on those benefits. So, emotional play, playing with dolls and stuffed animals, allow children to express and regulate their feelings and create imaginary worlds. This type of emotional play allows kids to cope with their emotions as they act out, fear, frustration, anger, aggression in a situation they can control. So while your young child might be comforting their Mr. Bear stuffed animal in the midst of a thunderstorm, maybe they're working out their fear around the thunderstorm. So, play allows them to do just that.
And you're also advocating that parents should play with their children. Sometimes board games fall by the wayside, but that's one of the best ways a parent can have to interact with their child.
Yeah, board games and cooperative play through board games, or even playing tag, helps kids hone in on their social skills as they figure out how to negotiate different group dynamics, creating and maintaining friendships. And for older kids, it's even the beginning of strategic thinking. So playing games is great. And what I love about games is that it really can connect multi-generational. There's a game for everybody, and from the youngest child up to grandparents, you can all play together.
So are board games still popular? Are they being done on like a digital, what do you call it, electronically, or is it still popular to just get the old board game out of the closet and open it up on the table?
It's still really, really popular to get that old board game.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad.
Is that it's making mom and dad, we're guilty of it too, with your device in hand and telling your kids to, shut off the TV or get off the tablet and go play while you're standing there, text messaging. So
right,
you need to
right.
set a good example. So get down on the floor, play with your kids, whether it is that board game or getting outside. Active play is crucial for kids' physical development. So they help children hone in on their coordination, balance, and gross motor skills through that. But it's also really fun to have a game of kickball or tag in the backyard. And sometimes as parents, we need to, be the facilitators of that.
Oh, yeah.
And this is one of the wonderful things is that you're encouraging people to play all May.
Absolutely. And then once they play all May, they're going to have so much fun that we hope it's going to be incorporated into their daily lives.
So for the person who says, I don't know what to do, are there any suggestions on the website?
Yeah, so for ideas, the 6 benefits and different activities that correspond to those benefits, you can visit thegeniusofplay.org. And again, it doesn't need to be a huge chunk of time. Everyone's busy and it might seem a little daunting, but whether you have 5 minutes and you can play a word game in the car when you're driving to school or when you get home, just playing a game of catch in the front yard. It doesn't take a lot, and it goes a really long way.
Yeah, we should go play catch, Robin.
There you go. And also the American Academy of Pediatrics did a study on this, and they put out a report.
Yes, and that report said that play is fundamentally important for developing those 21st century skills, including social, emotional, and language. The AAP recommends play for children to, buffer that stress, build relationships with their parents, and also improve their executive function. So, we have written a prescription for play, which we want everyone to get out there and play. And it's not just kids, adults can benefit as well.
Wow, awesome. I love this conversation, and I want to direct our listeners to the website, thegeniusofplay.org, and also toyassociation.org. Is that another one?
Yeah, so geniusofplay.org is going to be where you're going to find those benefits, and you're going to find great ideas to engage your family and play this month.
Adrian, that was a fun conversation. And now I got to get some green slime and a ball.
There you go.
Sounds perfect.
Thank you, Adrian. We will be right back.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. Reports of shots and tear gas as